are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Good morning, almost noon. Let's give it about 5 minutes and see if we get any stickers about coming in. I don't know if YouTube's even alerting people to my live lately. So there's that. Hi, Elaine. You know, Elaine, I need to go in and make you a mod. I have two phones, and I only had one of my phones with me over the weekend, so I will do that when I get home. That way no one can block you or time you out. How are you, Elaine? How was your weekend? You are welcome. I am well. I'm driving. Have about 2 hours left on my road trip. Which means I'll get home in plenty of time to sleep, so that's good. And I slept well last night, I think. Roger, hi, my friend. How are you, my love? On my way home, yeah. Usually about every other weekend, I'm out of town visiting a friend, my best friend. But I have my own cat, so I don't like to go I don't like to go every weekend because she gets really grouchy when I'm gone. And I figured I might start breaking up because of the connection. So if I break up too bad and I disconnect, I'll come back on when I have better service. That's a possibility because I think it says that I only have 4G right now, and usually my phone's running on 5G, so that makes sense. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'll be a robot. I could do a robot dance. I'm glad you're doing well, Roger. I probably should have waited until after I got past a certain point. Sorry, guys. If I start like I said, if I start breaking up too much, I will just come back. When I get closer. Can you guys hear me okay, or is it still pretty bad? Hey, Sav. Hey, Sav. Hey, Sav. What's up, my friend? Savage, shouldn't you be sleeping, my friend? Didn't you work last night? Bruh. Make sure you're getting your rest. Okay, good. I'm glad it's good now. If it gets to a point where I'm roboting, just let me know, and it may be just a bad area. I don't know. I always get bored. I used to not be able to drive long distances because I would get super tired. Since the heart condition I have, my heart rate drops really low. Well, right now it's not too bad. It's 58. But usually, with my heart condition, my heart rate will drop super low, and I'll get fucking exhausted. Like when it drops down into the 40s and not be able to stay awake. So driving long distances was really hard for me for a long time until they got my heart meds straightened out, and now they're it's a little more stable. Hello, Ken. Hello, Ken. My security team is here. I got Savage in one corner and Ken in the other. Oh, well, if you're home. But did you work last night? Or you had last? Are you? Is that what you're saying by saying you were home? You had last night off. I wish you guys could see this scenery though. The way that I drive is I go through 3 states. Believe it or not, it's literally only a 3.5-hour drive, and I go through 3 states. If you know your geography trivia, you might know where I'm driving. But it's really pretty on the way that I go. I don't think you can really go this way during the winter. I think you would have to stop December because it's part of the mountain pass, so it's probably going to get pretty treacherous in the wintertime, but the summertime is super pretty. Yeah, tonight I work too. I know, I always forget that I can message you. Wait, are you allowed to have your phone on you at work, Savage? It is a long drive, Elaine. 6.5 hours, almost 7. Fucking Jesus, Stephanie, could you calculate correctly? I would say about 8 hours round trip. Oh, wait, did somebody? Voodoo dolls of you, yes. God, you guys just delete Stacy because she's that stupid, Roger. I know that you wouldn't believe that. Anyways, like I was saying, that was somebody being stupid, Roger, trying to get you to not be my friend. Little do they know that you're one of my closest friends and they could never get in between us. Anyways, like I was saying, Fab, when I'm up late at night, sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, fuck, there's no one to talk to. I'll have to message you. That was probably Stacy. But never mind her. She's so busy with her life and working, right? She doesn't have time to troll. God, she's crazy. Stacey, you better be careful. How do you know I don't have a voodoo doll of you? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be that hard one to make one. And I actually don't believe in voodoo, so there's that. Well, hold on. Okay, there are certain parts of like Louisiana and the South. No, is it Jamaica where voodoo originated? I know, Roger, you're amazing. I did enjoy myself. Thank you, Elaine. Except for yesterday. So I have a fairly new car. Yesterday I was driving, and I should have technically headed home yesterday. But this is what I'm like, oh, I'll stay another day. So I stay another day, make sure that my cat's taken care of, all that good stuff. And, well, I was going to leave late. Anyways, I was like, okay, I'll stay another day. So I stay another day, right, and decide I'm going to go to the outlet store, because remember we've been talking about, hi. Yeah, I'm the only one there at night, Savage. Like, it's only me. Sometimes I get a little creeped out. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Because I'm just doing all the accounting stuff. So anyways, I was driving, and like we drove down to the Coach outlet. So I was like, I really want to look at the outlet. Okay, by the way, the Coach outlet store has the exact same things they have online, and there was absolutely nothing there that I fell in love with. So I did not end up buying a Coach purse, which is very disappointing. I still carrying around my blue one, if I'm being honest. But anyways, we're driving back. Okay, so when I pulled up on a curb a little bit, like my car is kind of low to the ground, and so I pulled. You know where like you can park and there's little curves in the front. I pulled up on one of those a little bit. I've done that a million times. Not hard, mind you, just a little bit. Well, all for fuck's sake, pull out of there, driving home, and I start to hear this noise, right? And it's like, sounds like a lot of wind. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So it starts to get really loud. And I'm like, oh my God, I've blown a tire, which is odd because I have nice tires on my car and they're not old or anything. So I'm like, what the fuck is up with my tire? So I pull over and stop. Me and the person I'm with get out, look at my tire, and it's not like I have a newer car, so it alerts me to low tire pressure, right? Or at least you would think so. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? It didn't alert. God damn it! It didn't alert me to low tire pressure. That's really weird, but it must be my tire, right? I can't figure out at this point anything else would be making that noise. What is going on? So these people in front of us stop and help me change a tire because do I know how to change a tire on my own? I do not. I do now, but I did not then. So I now know how to change a tire. So now I can change my blinker, change my headlight, and change a tire. In case anyone's wondering. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can change tires. I watched them do it all. He showed me how you do like every other lug nut. Anyways, I digress. So they're like, yeah, you got a hole in your tire. And I'm like, look, like my tire did not look flat though. Like my tire did not look flat. So we start driving again. Same fucking noise. So when I pulled up on that little parking thing, I don't have 9. So I pulled up on that little parking thing. It like pulled the splash guard of my car and ripped it and pulled part of it off. Like not off, but it just loosened part of it so it was hanging down. So I literally had to tie the fucking my friend went out there and tied the splash guard on with my phone charger, an old phone charger, just so we could get it back to their house and deal with it then. We got it back to their house. I was stressed out about my car all night. First thing this morning, I get up, take it to Les Schwab, and I'm like, okay, whatever it costs, I need to get this tire fixed. If I need new tires, fine. I don't know. And then if you guys can do something with the splash guard just so I can get home. And they're like, well, usually we don't do anything with the splash guard, but if I can zip tie it up there, you know, I usually will for somebody. So anyways, he went up, fixed my splash guard, no problem. There's nothing wrong with the tire. Long story short, he said that there was a little bit of leakage at the inside it where the beading is. And so he sealed it and then he pumped it way up over and double checked it. So the thing that I thought was a hole is like a little gouge. There's nothing wrong with my tire. All that. Bye, Stacy. You can leave. I don't know why you must come in. So anyways, all of that for nothing. All of that for nothing. I mean, I guess it wasn't for nothing. I found out that there was actually nothing wrong with my tire, which I thought that there should have been because it was a fairly new tire. But it does look like there's a hole in the tire, but it's just a gouge. It's not like actually puncturing the inner tube. I mean, Les Schwab told me that I didn't need any new tires, and I'm pretty sure if they could have sold tires, they would have. And if they had said, yes, you need tires, I would have bought tires like a dummy. So Anyways, that was fun. Jon Snow is on the road and is happy again. Now, I think I just need to get a brand new splash guard, which from what I was reading, or splash guards are not drastically. I don't think I said 9 tires. I said nice tires. I said nice tires, Draco. I said I had nice tires. So what I was saying is my car is newer, so I have nice tires on my car. So it just was really weird to me that I would have blown a tire. I've blown tires before when I've had not very nice cars, and so the tires weren't always great. I said nice. No worries. Yes, I'm glad nothing was wrong too. Like, it didn't end up costing me any money. It could have been much worse, but that was a fiasco yesterday. Anyways, turns out, if anybody knows anything about cars, you don't actually need a splash guard. It's just to kind of protect the undercarriage of your car. My luck, I would not have a splash guard, and some kind of damage would happen to the bottom of my car. So they fixed it for now, but of course, obviously, a zip tie is not a longevity fix. So I'm gonna, I was looking online. Splash guards are not that expensive. They're about $100. So I think I'm just gonna get a splash guard online and then have a mechanic put it on. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. So yeah, there's that. So I'll be getting a new splash guard and getting that put on the undercarriage of my car. Just bought a new battery for it, so she should be okay going into the winter. His name is Jon Snow. I'm very attached to my car. I know that sounds weird, but I get attached to cars. Fucking weird. I was literally in tears last night when I thought something was seriously wrong with Jon Snow. Hi, Double Shot. I didn't see anything I fell in love with, so I did not buy anything. There was one purse that I really liked. It was $159, and it was the traditional Coach brown tees, and then hot pink handles and inside. I hope Pixie's doing well today too. I'm roboting. I'm sorry, you guys. Hopefully it doesn't stay like that for long. It says I'm still 5G, so that's kind of weird. I hope Pixie's doing okay too. I have not heard from her yet today. Usually she'll comment on a video or, ooh, let's turn the AC up because it's getting hot. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I saw 5G. Maybe it's because I'm in the middle of mountains. Robotic. Mr. Robot. So tunnels. It's like right in the middle of literally 2 mountains. I start to notice it like when there's a temperature change. Like I'll notice I'm getting one state and into the other state when the temperature changes because one state's quite a bit cooler. The other state's warmer. earlier though, way before that. The first time I roboted, I think I went through a tunnel. Okay. I love robots too, Roger. I love robots too. Double shot, are you still here? You know what I was wondering about the other day? You guys know, like, did anybody used to watch Stacy's Live, like, back then? Do you guys remember Craig that used to go into Stacy's Live? He just, like, vanished off the face of the earth. I just thought that was weird, because he was, like, in every live stream, hardcore supporter, loved Stacy, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden it's gone. Hi, Shannon. It is not raining here. No. It's, my external temp is reading 96 and sunny. Probably about an hour ago, there were really heavy clouds, and it was probably at least 10 degrees cooler. Elaine, has Byron apologized to you yet? I saw that he and Miss Passion are having a hard time again, so I was hoping that maybe he would reach out and apologize to you. Shannon, how are you? How was your weekend, my love? You're so warm, little Antenna. Yeah, I turned my AC back down to 66 because, you know. Well, you've missed Stacy come in with 2 separate troll accounts, so that's been fun. And you always know it's her when she says stupid shit like, "You sound confused. Are you okay? Who hurt you? Bitch, get the fuck out of here." Oh, nothing. I didn't know if anything was wrong with her. I just saw where she posted another video saying that let it be a warning to other YouTubers. I didn't watch the video, to be honest with you. I just saw that it said let this be a warning to other YouTubers. And then I read the comments, and so it basically told me that those two are having issues again. The thing that Miss Passion needs to realize, and honestly, it has nothing to do, like, I have been around longer than Miss Passion. I hate to say this, not trying to be a dick. I don't like Miss Passion for my own reasons. I think she's a shady ass bitch, but if I could give that woman any advice, my advice would be I have been around longer than she has. Byron is going to go back to Stacey every time. They have a toxic addiction to one another. I don't know. This video, I don't know. I didn't watch much YouTube over the weekend, so it could be like a 2-day old, 1-day old video. I'm not sure. It's one where she's like showing a screenshot of MC, who she swears is a troll, but MC has been around in my chat for at least a year, and not one time had like. So MC's not a troll. MC's not Alyssa. But it was crazy to me that just that like I feel so bad for her because okay, no, I don't feel bad for her because she's an asshole to people that I care about. But I understand being in a relationship and wanting that relationship to work out so badly that you keep trying, and keep trying, even though you know that it's dead. Even though you know that there's really no hope left, you keep trying because you care so much about that person. But the thing about it, I don't think he did. Yeah, I saw your comments, Elaine. I don't think he went home. I think he's still there. But this is my question. Where is he going? He doesn't have an apartment anymore. He fucked over his mentor. His mentor isn't going to want to have anything to do with him. So Byron will be going back to Oklahoma, where he's not established anymore, right? They moved everything back to Kentucky or Tennessee, whichever side you want to say they're on for the day, right? So where is he going back to Oklahoma? That's my question. Who's he going to live with? Byron doesn't have a bunch of money. We know this. Like, that would be sending him back basically. And I know Miss Passion does not have it's not her responsibility to take care of Byron. He's a grown-ass man. But in my opinion, sending him back to Oklahoma is sending him back to be homeless. Yeah, MC's not a troll. She's in. Yeah, she's been in my chat for forever, and she's not a troll. She just does not like Stacey, and she's seen the way Byron treats woman after woman after woman. Like, not to be an asshole here, but you guys saw the video he made about Stacey, right? SF, calling her a bitch, hoe, all these names out of her mouth, out of his mouth. That's what I mean. When Byron gets upset with a female, he is verbally fucking abusive. Now, it's Stacey. Does she deserve most of it? Absolutely. However, you're also a man. Like, you shouldn't be talking to women that way. I just, like I said, like, you know, he goes back to Oklahoma. Where's he going to go? He's fucked over his mentor. He no longer has his apartment. As a matter of fact, he probably owes that apartment complex money because let's not forget, when Byron left, he left on a bus in the middle of the night with only belongings he could carry, leaving his furniture, everything else he owned. Byron has nothing but clothing and probably toiletries that he owns now. All of his microwave, his bed, not that he had much before, his horse blanket. You guys all remember the Victoria's horse blanket. You know, all of that stuff that he had, he left. Because he left out on a bus in the middle of the night, left all that shit in his apartment, left to the apartment to dispose of. So he probably owes them some money for that, number one. Number two, you fucked over your mentor, Kim, over there, so she's probably not going to take you back. I mean, she might, but as many times as we've seen Byron badmouth his mentor, I doubt it. He doesn't have an apartment, so where's he going to live? That's my thing. Why so much is he set on going back to Oklahoma when there's nothing there for him? His daughter does not live in Oklahoma. His daughter is way out of, she's in Florida somewhere, right? April moved her way far away. Thank God. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all of these things, it doesn't make sense to me why he'd want to go back to fucking Oklahoma. His best bet would be to get into a motel there and cut his losses. Yeah, a lot of people don't. And that's the thing. Byron's seriously got mental health issues. We know this, right? He goes into these delusions. He turns on his followers over and over and over again. He is notorious for turning on people in his chat on a dime. People who have given him money, who have sent him food, who have delivered him pizza, who have been there when no one else has been there. He will turn on them. He'll turn on them on a dime for a fucking new person. We've seen it, right, Shannon? We've seen it. Emily, okay, who was it before Emily and Courtney? I don't remember, but Emily and Courtney came into the picture, right? How many different people did Emily fucking say she was before then suddenly she was Courtney's aunt and then he was dating Courtney? And he didn't fucking care. Didn't care to know. Didn't care to what anybody told him because he thought that he had a new girlfriend, right? But the whole time, Stacey was always coming back and going, coming back and going. Here's the thing. Anybody that gets with Byron has to know He is addicted to Stacy as well as Stacy's addicted to him. There's some kind of fucking toxic draw between those two that they cannot shake. Those two are addicted to each other, and it's going to affect anybody. Oh, maybe that's what it is, Shannon. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what does he want to go back to Oklahoma? Like, what's there for him? But I could have sworn he said he doesn't talk to any of his family. I don't know. I don't look. My job is not to figure out the Byron mystery. My job is to just say what I think about it. What I think about it is Byron is abusive to women. Absolutely. Miss Passion is not my favorite person. I don't like her. I think she's slow and she's shady and she does fucked up shit. Period. Point blank. I think that she'll do just anything for views, just like Byron will do. Okay. However, do I think she deserves to be verbally assaulted by Byron? Absolutely not. Do I think that she deserves to be the side chick, basically, while Byron's over here? Like, she literally told us in a live stream he's whacking off to Stacy on the couch. Like, let's not forget, like, they get messy and just spill each other's business all over YouTube. Yeah, isn't that weird? I think he's just saying that, Shannon. I think he knows just as well as Miss Passion knows, or just as well as we know. The angle he's going for. You know, he's lost all of his good subs. He's lost all the people that would have really cared for him and needed money, given him money. All those people are gone. You're left with Lisa Watt. We don't even know to this day who the fuck she is. We don't know who she really is, right? She says she's Ollie's daughter. The next minute she's not Ollie's daughter. For all we fucking know, that could be Tiffany. Like, so, like, you've lost all your good subscribers now. They're all gone. I don't recognize anybody that goes into his chat. And honestly, he doesn't get that many views. I was looking at both his and Miss Passion's views the other day. They're not getting the views that they want, so they either try to restart a beef with someone that they think will get them views, and it works or it doesn't work. Oh, he does talk to his people? Because he's told us. Okay. Well, he's told us that he doesn't talk to his people, Elaine. Oh, yeah. Stacy and Byron both know what they're doing. Absolutely. Hi, Pac. Yeah, it probably is. Emily, though, Emily and Courtney literally moved on with her life. Like, she's literally said, like, where Byron, like, somebody would start trolling him again and be like, all right, Emily and Courtney. Courtney's literally made videos saying, we're not fucking trolling you. Like, fucking knock it off. No one is worried about you. Well, I don't know if that's them. But no, you're absolutely right, Elaine. Both him and Stacy know what they're doing, and it's wrong. Stacy's got a whole fucking girlfriend and obsessed with Byron. Are you camping? How are you camping? You have service box? I saw that yesterday. I saw that you had a I was dealing with my car. I am going to be able to go home and get some sleep before I have to go to work, so that will be nice. Because all those fucking numbers make a lot more sense when I'm well rested. Whoa, bro, let's chill. You have an RV on the back of your truck. You should not be going as fast as I am. Wait, I have that up. Oh, you were a true friend. We know that. Shannon didn't do anything wrong. Oh no, and I'm sure he knows that, Elaine. He probably feels really stupid for that. Because also, I'll tell you what, you defended him for a long ass time, and you were in there as a mod, and they were calling you mom. As long as you were giving them money, they were calling you mom. It's creepy. A girl agrees. Why were you up late the other night, Shannon? Please share. Please share with the group. Well, Talk, I hope you're enjoying camping. I wish I could be camping right now. Summer's almost over, too, and I haven't gone camping. And I was going to call you about charges and call you on a panel. Oh, God, I thought that was fucking hilarious. First of all, these are the charges that they've already posted once that were proven to be not even me. Like, these are the charges that they had Tiffany post about me once, and Tiffany came onto my live stream and said, I'm really sorry for posting those. Miss Passion lied to me and told me you doxed her children. Those were not you, and I apologize. So I'm not even worried about it. They can post whatever the fuck they want. But demand me to come on your panel and explain it, boy, you better get the fuck out of here. I'm not coming on your panel. First of all, if I did have 26 charges or 66 charges or however many charges they're saying I have, I would probably, if I needed to explain it on my channel, number one. Number two, again, if I'm a 66-time felon, why are you fucking with me? Number two. And number three, I don't have to prove shit because it was already proven that those charges were a lie. So they can keep on, like, and that's what I mean. Anything for views, anything to try to get views. And that didn't even get them views. It didn't even get them views the first time, honestly. They really, really, truly thought that they would figure out a way to get everybody to hate me. It didn't work. To this day, if you look up that channel that was Stephanie Delinquent, it's some other fucking troll account channel now that Tiffany has. Oh, no, you're fine. Loves to fight with women. Loves to fight with women. Yeah, if he can fight with women, he will. Hi, MC. We were just talking about you. Oh, no, you're fine, Elaine. I don't care about spelling. Hey. Called you a troll and said you need a job. The minute you said something he didn't like. Well, LCB's still at it, Sav. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Sorry, guys, that was the void. No, and that is my thing about it, about Byron. That's my main argument. I mean, I have many about Byron, but my main one is that he will verbally abuse a woman, but not men. I dare him to try to look up a man's record. He won't. He won't do it because Byron does not go for men. He goes for people that he feels are inferior to him, and to him, that's women. Hi, Boyd. Doing laundry at the same time and listening. Oh yeah, so we were talking about how Miss Fashion said you're a troll, and I was like, listen, MC is definitely not a troll. She's been in my chats for over a year. She's been on YouTube since I've been on, so definitely not a troll. Yeah, and then when you accuse him of verbal abuse, MC, that is such a perfect impression. Do you even know the definition? Do you even know the definition of abusing someone? It's hypocrisy. Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, she doesn't have a full-time job, though. Yeah, I don't like Miss Fashion either, but like I said, it's just going to be a bad relationship. It's not going to work out because of the simple fact that Byron's obsessed with Stacy, Stacy's obsessed with Byron, Janice just puts up with it even though she knows it. And I think that like I said, we've all been in a relationship at some point in our life where we love the other person so much that we're willing to overlook certain things. But, I mean, at a certain point, it just becomes too much to overlook, and you've got to realize that the relationship's over. Sadly. Speaking of which, watched a movie called 6 Feet Apart. Well, we did not watch it. I fell asleep. However, when the Void was telling me about it the next day, broke into tears. Broke into tears crying. You guys will see different soon with them. That's all you can see. Well, I hope so. 5 feet apart, not 6 feet apart. Well, hopefully Miss Fashion just decides to boot him. Hopefully she just decides to fucking get him the fuck out of there. Like I said, not a Miss Fashion fan. Don't care for her. Really don't care what happens to her. However, I don't like to see a woman being abused. Verbally, mentally, physically, any of that. And as dirty and low down as I feel like she is, she deserves better. The end. Oh no, he's impossible to reason with. Instantly. Instant crying when he told me. So I stayed up for part of it, but I have a bad habit of falling. I have a bad habit of falling asleep during movies. I've gotten a bit better. I do have a bad habit of falling asleep during movies. So I did fall asleep during that one. Oh, also, Boyd, I was going to tell you, why don't we just rewatch Ratchet? Because I was just barely remembering. There's a lot I wasn't remembering either. So we should start watching Ratchet, rewatching Ratchet. Oh yeah, I felt sorry. Look, I think that's why everybody has become Byron's friend at some point. They felt sorry for him. I came onto the YouTube scene. Stacy told me to come on. When Stacy told me to come on, she told me about her friend Byron. So of course I was going there. Felt sorry for Byron. Felt like people picked on him because all I heard was his and Stacy's side of things, which they're both delusional as fuck. So who knows who's crazier? No, we can watch Dark, but I know that. Oh, you wanted something to watch alone. I was just liking Ratchet last night. I don't think anybody deserves Byron's fucking abuse. And just like at the on off type thing. 1 minute they're fine, the next minute Stacy's back in the picture and they're not fine. 1 minute they're fine, Stacy's not in the picture. Next thing she knows, he just wants her to accept his bestie, and then everything goes to shit. Like, nobody deserves that. Like, it's just not consistent. It's in a complete inconsistency, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. If anybody has ever seen that movie, what's it called, 5 Feet Apart, you should watch it. But it will make you cry. I won't tell you guys that the Boyd was crying by himself watching it. I didn't mean to say that. That TikTok ban? Well, you know what's funny to me is she commented and said she was banned from live streaming and posting videos. She still hasn't live streamed on YouTube, and I just don't believe her. I don't believe Stacy when she says that she's not live streaming on purpose. I don't think that's true. If Stacy could live stream, she would be live streaming late at night when Janice is asleep, like she always does. Stacy's lying. Jaws, you know what's really cool? Well, he has worked before. That's the thing. When I first met Byron, he was working at Goodwill, and he got laid off. So ever since he got laid off, he just never worked again after that. He's able to work. He had me help him with his resume at one point. So Boyd can attest to this because Boyd helped with his resume as well. So you remember that, Boyd? We helped with his damn resume once because he was going to get another job. He just never went and got another job. And he can say that he didn't work because COVID or whatever, but he lost his job at least 2 years before COVID. You know what's funny, Roger, is I went to Universal Studios for my birthday one year and saw the set that Jaws was made on and saw the actual shark and everything. It was really cool. That's why it's so hilarious when he tries to act like he has all this info on people. Byron, I know your entire name, your birthday, your age, your fucking addresses, everywhere you've worked. Fucking God. Jaws always scares me though. Then I get scared to go. I don't like to go into water I can't see the bottom of. After Jaws, I don't want to get. I don't want to get my arm bit off by a shark. It's getting hot out now. It's 98 degrees external temperature. I'm getting closer to home. Yes. Yeah, because he got laid off is his answer. It's been years. I know. Come on his ass panel and just to myself. That's one thing I will not do. You can fuck right off there, LTV. You think I'm going to come on your panel and get you views? I'm smarter than the average bear, Byron, and I am definitely smarter than to go and explain any iota of myself on your punk ass channel. That's when I met Byron was when he was working at Goodwill Shannon because that's when I first started coming onto YouTube. Yep, he was working at Goodwill, and then I can tell you all the places he has on his resume. There's Target on there, Home Depot or something. Yeah, those places on his resume. So that leads me to believe that he's definitely capable of holding down a job. Then here's my question. Why hasn't he gotten a job since he's been in Kentucky, Alabama, what is it, Tennessee? State line. So I guess they can either use a Kentucky or Tennessee address. So why hasn't he gotten a job yet? Yogi Bear, yes. Well, yeah, he's lazy. He likes to sit around all day, guzzle Dr. Pepper, and drink and smoke Black and Mild. How many times lights get shut off in the middle of the live stream? Because he would say that his protective, because Byron does have to have, so Byron has to have a protective payee. So this is where things get a little weird. I'm pretty sure Miss Passion probably changed herself to Byron's protective payee. Yes. Yes. Chasing internet. I sounded like a robot. And do I still sound like a robot? I think it's because I got a text message from Israel. Anyway. Jessica's probably going to be happy to see me. Yes, that's what, from the beginning of time, that's what Byron's been about. Thinking that he has some new girlfriend that he met on the internet that he's never seen in real life. You guys remember when Tammy Sue popped onto the picture, right, Sue? Tammy Sue, who swore that she had my IP address for asking her, and I didn't even know where the girl lived, so I had to prove she was lying about that. Like, Jesus. All of these girls pop up that supposedly know how to track IP addresses and know this. Like, it's insane to me. Is it hot there, Roger? It's hot here, too. Oh, yeah, you remember that MC? And I was like, this bitch is full of shit. First of all, that IP is not even anywhere near where I live. What the fuck? And why would I be harassing her dumbass out of everybody? Why? Why would I care enough about her? Come on. Oh, yeah, probably but it says I have 5G right now. Well, he's too old and it's clearly not good for his mental. Yeah, you're right, Shannon. But it's clearly not good for his mental health and his delusions to stay home all day. First of all, Byron needs to be on some serious antipsychotic medication. Because he'll get going with delusions. Like, I remember back when I was friends with Byron, him and Stacy got into a fight, and because him and Stacy got into a fight, automatically I was blocked. Does anybody remember this? Like, automatically, even though Stacy and I are two separate people, her story, his story, I don't really care. I'm in between. Automatically, I would get yelled at when I came to the chat and blocked just because him and Stacy were fighting. It's like he could not separate the two of us. Yeah, the only thing, Miss Fashion should have definitely checked into his history. She should have definitely looked at his history. Like, if you didn't want to believe his haters, i.e. myself, and the people who make videos about him, the people who make videos about him reaching out to minor children with a fake-ass record label, then you should have at least watched some of them and seen the history and how he lied and said he had a girlfriend. You guys all remember Ashley Bubbles Butterfly, right? To this day, that's one of Byron's accounts. point. First of all, anybody can sell another person a dream long distance, right? For all she could have done, and I'm not sticking up for her. God knows I dislike her. He could have told her, I'll get a job when I get there. However, she doesn't work either. So if he's got a check coming in, right? Let's just look at it this way. If Byron's not working, but he's got a disability check coming in, probably a crazy check. That is wrong for me to call it that, but probably a mental health check. I know that there's some sort of program you can be on. Food stamps. That is income coming in, irregardless of it being, oh God, no, there was a raccoon on the side of the road. Regardless of it being job income, it's still income that she didn't have before. That's what I'm saying, MC. Yeah, go. They're on Spotify and something else. Like, dude, and I want everybody to know that when I research something, I do a deep dive. Like, there is no business license for his record label, which means not in Oklahoma, not in anywhere near Oklahoma. That means that it's not a real record label. It's just not. Oh no, yeah, he is costing her money. Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know, costing her money to get him home, because it seems like when they get their checks, and Byron is notorious for this too, he would get his check and spend it all. Get his check, spend it on fast food, spend it on shit. Go out to the club. You guys remember when Byron went out to the club and that girl had him buy her drinks all night? He didn't even have enough money to get home. That kind of stuff. Byron blows all of his money as soon as he gets it. He's not a good saver. I cannot tell you guys how many times he would be on live stream saying he needed groceries, or he needed this, or he needed that. Like, thank God he doesn't have a car. How would he pay for gas? Yes. Yes. Is that Nikki Lee? Hi, Nikki. Oh, yeah. In his mind, his money's always been his money. So he'd go out and buy clothes and buy this and buy that. Not thinking that, bills still have to be paid. Phone bills still have to be paid. And Miss Fashion was probably looking at counting that into her household, since it's her house that he's living in. And he probably still was under, like, there should have been some sort of agreement, per se, before he moved in. Like, hey, if you're not going to be working and you're not going to be contributing to the bills, I'm going to need you to pay me this much per month so that I can keep up the house costs or housing costs. Oh, God, his electricity used to get shut off on live stream constantly. And then he would say that it was all slander, that he wasn't allowed to have his daughter. No, if I am a child's mother and that child is going to the other parent's house and that other parent doesn't even have electricity, which means if they don't have electricity, they don't have a refrigerator that's running. Therefore, things aren't staying cold for my child to eat. If they don't have electricity, they don't have heating and cooling. Therefore, my child is not staying either warm or cool. Can't even plug a fucking space heater into no electricity. But he sure would make sure his phone bill was paid. That's for damn sure. Yep. Oh, I remember. I posted videos about it. Oh, yeah, I think they got back together, but now they're breaking up again because of Stacey. Same old thing, Nikki. Same difference. You're not missing shit. And Stacey has not been posting on YouTube or TikTok because she's banned on TikTok. And I think she's banned from live streaming on YouTube because of that shit where she was nude in her live, but she swears it's just because she doesn't want to. Bitch, know better. I know how addicted she is to the internet. No way in hell Stacey is going to be not live streaming, especially late at night when she's mixed all those meds and Janice is sleeping. No, Stacey's not allowed to live stream. She doesn't care, Elaine. Like, that's what's so crazy about the whole Harley thing. This is something that has happened time and time again where people have got on to him. 60s Flower Child. Right, Shannon? You remember when 60s Flower Child got onto him and told him that he needed to stop allowing Harley into grown people's chat because they would discuss some raunchy shit in Byron's chat. And Harley being a minor, it's just something he doesn't need to deal with, right? And he would listen for a month and then go right back to it. Because this is the thing. Harley idolizes the ground Byron walks on. Byron needs that from somebody. He needs to feel like that idolization from someone. He's not getting it from Miss Passion because she's done had it with him. He needs Harley. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. She's probably on a summer suspension. Yeah, she's probably suspended. Like, thank God. Thank God. The God smiled upon us when they took Stacey off YouTube and TikTok for a while. How do you think that you can post that kind of shit and not? Is the voice still here? Or are you gone? That's her. She's probably in bed again. Boo-hoo. Her face is probably hurting again. Yeah, well, you know, yeah, that makes so much sense. Yes, that's what he does. He would spend all of his check. This is what Byron was looking at a girlfriend as, somebody to get some from, because we all know that he hasn't had any real hoo-ha in a long ass time. So there's that. And then to a financial source, so that when he spent all his money, because it's all about him. Mind you, Byron has fucking children, right? Byron has children. He has not paid support for Jasmine, and I don't know how long. Look, I know his baby's mother. She is a friend of mine. Byron is not even allowed to see Jasmine unsupervised. He's not allowed because she felt like her child was at risk. Fun fact, Byron verbally and mentally abused April as well. Right? But he had everybody on YouTube thinking April was the bad guy. No. Byron verbally and mentally abused the shit out of April with their daughter around. Has not paid a lick of child support since April moved back into her family's house with Jasmine. And now April finally has a new man who basically has taken Jasmine and is his own. Oh, I'm sure, Libra. Like, he's not playing with the full deck. He's not playing, he's not even, you have no platform to judge anyone else, to talk down on anyone else, to talk shit about anyone else when you have not seen your daughter since she was 2. Jasmine's going on 5 or 6 now. She probably doesn't even know you anymore. You haven't paid any support for her. April literally had to depend on her parents, and then she had to get a job. But funny thing is, when April and Byron were together, he did this bullshit too. He stopped working. He was going to be a rap artist. He was going to be a YouTube celebrity. How's that going for you, Byron? Like, that dream isn't working out. It's time to start figuring something else out. Oh, she won't leave me and Alyssa alone. Oh, she was not just showing her butt. Oh, hell no. She was showing her boobs and lifting her shirt up and touching her nipples and saying how her pussy smelled like salt and vinegar chips. Like, she was just fucking raunch. I don't know how people can support that. Like, I don't know. Look, if you're my friend and I start to see you behaving like that, I'm going to be like, that's not having fun. That's A, disrespectful to your significant other, and B, it's not appropriate. I don't give a, like, first of all, we all know, Stacey starts an OnlyFans, nobody's going to subscribe to it except for maybe Byron. I'm sure Byron would come out $20 every check to see that. No, he's not paying child support. I know for a fact, Savage. That's why he didn't get any stimulus checks. That's why Byron never got a stimulus check. He was behind on his child support. That's why he doesn't get income tax returns. He's behind on child support. That's probably why Byron doesn't have a driver's license now that I think about it. No, he doesn't have child support. He's not current on child support. Since April's moved out with Jasmine, he has not paid child support. And I have the court documents to prove it. Byron had the opportunity to fight for Jasmine and to fight for visitation. He didn't even show up to court. He didn't even go. He didn't even go. No, no, that's a lie, Elaine. That's a lie. That's 100% a lie. I know April. I know he doesn't pay child support. He doesn't pay, and you guys all know that he has another child that he never mentions that he doesn't take care of, doesn't pay support for. So I just find it hard to believe that he would pay. He doesn't pay support. That's a lie. That's a lie. So many excuses why he didn't show up to court. Everything was default judgment. He doesn't pay for his kids. One is 16. Are you talking about Jasmine? She's like 6 now. Yeah, no, yeah. I looked it up. He's delinquent on child support. Very delinquent, so not eligible for any of the stimulus payments. Maybe now, I think, because they've made it so even if you owe back child support, you can get it. But before, if you owed back child support, you weren't going to get it. That's why he didn't get it. He also, that probably is why he doesn't have a driver's license, you guys, because he's delinquent back child support. But yeah, I looked up the record. He did not even go to court. It was a default judgment. And April got everything, including supervised visitation. And then the thing about it was she still would allow him to see Jasmine. Like, she'd be like, okay, well, let's meet at Walmart. And he would meet her at Walmart and buy Jasmine like a birthday present or whatever. But the thing about it was he would live stream from Walmart when he was seeing his daughter, and then April would get pissed off and be like, I don't want her on camera. I don't want to be on camera, and leave. And then he'd be like, see, she's cut my visit short. And I literally, we were friends. I was like, Byron, she doesn't want to be, she has the right to ask you not to put her minor child or her on video. Well, my attorney said to record everything. You don't have an attorney. You never have had one. You've never had an attorney. That was all a lie. know, he can give Stacy the. Oh yeah, and he's gonna tell everybody that will listen and that will believe it that Miss Passion abused him, took all his money. I can guarantee you, it is my prediction. No, yeah, she literally had sent him messages. We saw the messages. You guys remember when Byron dropped the DMs, Stacy saying she wanted him to inseminate her so her and Janice could have a baby and maybe give him some BBC, and then said, just joking. No, bitch, you were dead serious. You wanted it. He did. We saw those. And I'll tell you guys what, I actually was nice to him. After the whole thing where him and Miss Passion tried to look up my record and my fake ass mugshot and all that bullshit, right? I was nice to him and let him come into my streets and was civil. After he turned on me again, as soon as him and Stacey became friends, never again. Byron will never again be allowed in my streets. He will stay blocked. I will never again have a word to say about to him, ever again. That was my bad for thinking that a leopard could change their spots. Is that how it goes? Leopard can change their spots? Yeah. Or tiger can change their stripes. That was my bad. So weird. Video. So Byron, from years ago, here's the thing. Byron was first started coming to Byron's chat and was friends with Stacy. He was in love with me. And because I thought he was special needs and I felt sorry for him, I would constantly redirect him. We're just friends. You're my friend. We're friends. We're friends. We're friends. He asked me to be his girlfriend. If you guys go way back on his channel, he made songs for me even, you know, those rap songs. And I just always was like, we're friends. We're friends. We're friends. Well, then he fucking recorded me secretly when we were video chatting, which is fucking creepy. Then it all came out when Courtney and Emily came on the scene because they called somebody the N-word, and I was like, Byron, you're just gonna allow that to happen? That's not okay, and I can't even blame these people for it. It's your fault. It's your chat. You should have shut the chat down. So then he said live, I was just mad because I wanted the BBC and he wouldn't give it to me. Oh no, see, I save receipts. I save receipts. It might be petty as fuck, but I do. I save it. And just know, if you're going to try to lie and say that I wanted you, when we both know that's not true, you were asking me to be your girlfriend, and I said, no, we're just friends, then be prepared for me to drop those DMs, because I'm sure gonna. And I did. And I proved he was lying. It was so gross. Oh, they're definitely the same. Oh no, I understand, Elaine, and I know that like if you're close to Miss Passion, you probably don't want to talk about the things she's told you, and that's just fine. But that's why they get along so well. That's why Stacey and Byron feed off each other so well, is they're exactly the same, and they don't call out each other's bullshit. Still insane to me, though. Still insane that he tried to say that I wanted the BBC and I was just mad. No, bruh. No, bruh. off without Byron. Trust me, April's not the most beautiful person on this earth, but she's got a beautiful heart and she's very sweet. Fun fact, is she now likes, well, I think she has a boyfriend now, but for a while after Byron, she decided she likes girls. Because she was so fucking scared to do after Byron. Poor thing. They do deserve each other. And that's exactly what they're going to have left, is they're going to be each other's only audience. The way they both treat each other, the way they act, or the way they both treat their subs, and the way they act. Like, for fuck's sake, you say one crossways thing to Stacy that she doesn't like, and you're being mean. Don't be mean to me. Like, who the fuck are these people? Like, this is why I say sometimes the internet is a really bad idea. There are some people that just really should not be on the internet without supervision. Am I right or am I right? I think I'm right. It's what he does. So whoever he's mad at, he'll call names and everything, and then, well, all these people were telling me things about you, so I believe them. How many times have we seen it, Shannon? It's what Byron fucking does. Janice needs to let go of Stacey, period, because it's just never going to work. Like I said, my opinion of Janice has changed drastically. Janice is just as bad. Oh my God, those cats. Somebody would need to go in and rescue those poor cats. Exactly, like you said, Shannon. Miss Passionate, as long as Stacy is in the picture, she'll always be the side chick. Byron will never, ever, ever, ever magically not be obsessed with Stacy. It's just not going to happen. But for the longest time, Byron told the guy, Shannon. That's not easy to do these days. The days of catfishing. Draws him. Stacy, he's always been like, always wanted her, right? He always has thought she's just hot, and when he couldn't have her, That's when they changed their thing to being besties. And they both are very similar mentally, so they just click, I guess. Like, he has even gone on to say Stacey's not racist when she literally used the N word and then said he deserved for me to call him that because he hurt my feelings. Bruh. My God. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. I think he, like he used to do to people in his chat. Like, everything would be fine, and he would just find something to start in. Like, if people be like, no, Byron, that's like Miss Betsy used to be a big supporter of Byron. That's where I met her. And he'd be like, Stephanie just done all this. Miss Betsy would be like, no, Byron, that's not what happened. You're not telling everything that happened. Freak out on her and start a fight. Byron he can't handle when people challenge his version of events. Can't handle it. And clearly neither can Bart. So there we go. Uh, but honestly, is he ever going to make it to Canada? Let's be real about this. Is Byron ever going to get a passport and go to Canada? Probably not. I don't think he even knows how to get a passport. And can I just add in here? Um, okay, I'm just going to say this really quick because Cray Cray Debbie, I told you so. Like, you remember when you turned on me and decided that it was me gang stalking Stacy, and you decided to talk shit about me in Stacy's stream, and you got caught, so I just blocked you, and you made live after live about it and threw a big fit? I told you so. Because now you and Stacy aren't friends anymore. But I was the one gang stalking, right? And you know what, you guys? I used to actually think that Debbie was victimized too. That bitch just goes just as low as the other one. I've literally listened to her sit there and dox somebody over and over and over again, over and over and over and over again. Like, I've listened to Debbie dox somebody who she has the wrong information about simply because she says that I don't even know what her reasoning is. But yet you remember Debbie telling everybody now her phone number was going to get doxxed because I had it. Bitch, I still have your phone number and it hasn't got doxxed. Because that's something I don't do. Is dox addresses or phone numbers. If I was a doxer, believe me, Miss Passion's address would have got out a long time before it did because I have had it for a long time. Yeah. Oh, now they're not even friends again. Yeah, they're not friends now. And now Debbie's over here. I don't even know who Babbling with Bobbles is. I have listened in on a couple of her live streams lately just to kind of know who she is and what the drama is about. I don't know who she is, but her live streams seem pretty legit to me. I mean, other than she thinks that the Alba issue is Ollie and not Tiffany, she's way off there and she's going to have to learn that on her own. Tiffany is a toxic motherfucker who will do anything she wants to fuck around with people, period, point blank. But I digress. But anyways, Debbie and Bobbles apparently had some disagreement, right? Debbie has been doxing Bobbles. Now, granted, from what Bobbles says, it's not her. It's not her. Debbie has the wrong person. She's doxing like the wrong house, the wrong last name, and everything. That's either here nor there. That's up in the air. I don't know. But Debbie is legitimately going on live stream saying, in Bobbles, my son looked up where you live. It's a gated community. You have a nice house. First of all, bitch. First of all, bitch. I don't care if your son's 18. I would never ask my children to get involved in YouTube drama and look somebody up. Mother of the Year award there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? Why would you do that? Because Nadim is her son. So she's right. She's like, it's a gated community, right, Nadim? Isn't that what you found out? And what was her last name, Nadim? Like, bitch, you're bringing your child into it? Like, grow the fuck up for real, Debbie. Like, I mean, yes, Debbie, you can call Bobbles fat and whatever else you want, but let's be honest. We only see a very small part of your body all mushed together, and it's always the same exact part. We never see your face. We never see you talk on camera. I already got it done. Told you guys the bitch is a ventriloquist. Hi, 60s. Who does? Who was the people? Every person. That's why when people say that I'm picking on Stacey, that's so insane to me, MC. Every fucking person who has had a beef with Stacey in real life, they have gotten doxxed, their job. But yeah, it's not just coincidence that that's happened to everybody who's crossed Stacey. Hi, Flower. I would never, never, and let me tell you guys right now, yeah, I just would never. Oh yeah, when she feels wrong, Stacey will go. Stacey will stop at fucking nothing. Nothing. Not one thing. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me on this, you guys. She doesn't have anyone that watches her anymore on YouTube too. She's ran like both her and Byron have run off all their loyal followers. Stacey used to have a good core group of people that supported her. That's how I've met multiple friends on here, was through Stacey's stream. And then they saw, you know, and I'll say it, we all stopped. But then when her and I stopped being friends, they saw her do the same shit to me that she did to other people, claiming it was all this. So I would say 99% of those people are now my friend and not her. Other than Computer Blue, who dropped her as soon as her and Nikki Red stopped being friends. Nikki Red, that's another fucking doozy. Jesus Christ. But yes, when Stacey feels like someone deserves it, she will do anything. Most of the time, she'll try to have other people do her dirty work for her. Like with the supposed sending the emails to Miss Passion of my 66 charges. You know what Stacey was doing there, right? She's too much of a pussy ass fish to post it herself, especially I believe she's laid off because she knows that the St. Thomas police contacted me. I could be wrong. She may not know that yet. So that way, when it comes back that somebody posted all this fake ass shit, it's not her. It's somebody else. And that's what Stacey does. Oh, I know. It was a long time ago when we all tried to be her friends. Long, long time ago. She always does shit behind the scenes because she doesn't want to. She, you know, her innocent Stacey. I could never lie. I'm an empath. She doesn't want her reputation tarnished. Unfortunately, Stacey, everyone's seen right through you, and you've done tarnished it yourself a million times. So I'm just glad that we're not having to deal. She does get off. She does get off. She gets off on the chalk somehow, and see like posting that she like her hoodie tat smells like salt and vinegar chips. And then if you notice, one time isn't enough to say it. She has to repeat herself 3 or 4 times. Do you guys notice that? She's delving for attention. She doesn't care if the attention's positive, negative. She doesn't care. As long as she's getting attention. She's a narcissist. She needs supply. It doesn't matter if it's good supply, bad supply, or indifferent. As long as she's got supply, then she feels okay. Ooh, there's some fires. Good God. So my daughter's boyfriend is a firefighter. And when I smell fires, it always worries me about it. Oh, yes. We all had to learn the hard way, unfortunately, Flower Child. Yes, she is a hollow shell. I believe that that's the same reason why she's constantly having to go out and buy herself things. Like, she's constantly having to go out and buy herself. Like, even if her and Janice are struggling for money, she will go out and spend money. Oh, let's exit navigation because I am now in my area. Hold on. Exit navigation. Oh. Where did you guys go? There you are. Okay. Janice's house looks like a garage. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Janice's fucking whole house now looks like Stacey's garbage. Like that's the thing. Like she's like a toxic poison that creeps. You guys remember that show by Stephen King called God? What was it called? It was where they were like the slime on the lake. No, that was hilarious to me too, where she said they were buying a house, this, that, and the other, and you know, she was gonna put a picture of the house. Is that the air that smells that bad? Oh, it is. She was gonna put a picture of the house up. She never put a picture of the house up because there was no house. She was saying that because Stacey likes to give off this like she likes to give off this overly confident, overly stable air about her so that we'll all be jealous. Bitch, nobody's jealous. Yeah, she does. She wear things one time and take them back. Well, you would think since she's shopping at the Baby Gap, that would be necessary. Like, I can't. I just can't. I can't. Then she just made. Did you guys see the video she just made where she was just saying how happy she is and how grateful she is to Janice because since moving in with Janice, she has gotten so much better mentally. I beg to differ. I fucking beg to differ. I will tell you what. Back when you lived in your mom and dad's garage or your mama's garage or whoever's garage it was, I didn't ever see no shit like that where you were like fucking showing your tits and the twerking just started. So fuck, I am. That's so gross. Well, and we all know that she doesn't pay any bills because Janice spilled the beans on that one, right? Janice told us all that Stacy doesn't pay bills when Stacy was going on and on about the phone bill, and Janice was like, "You've paid it once in a year and a half." But had the balls to complain when her phone got taken from her when she was going to move out. I would have taken her phone too. Listen, anybody I'm in a relationship with, respectfully so, I'm paying your phone bill, you still owe on the phone, you've proven to me that you're completely fucking responsible with money. Hell motherfucking yes. I am keeping that phone till it's paid off because do you think that phone bill is going to report to Stacy's credit and ruin it? Absolutely not. Do you think that is going to report to Janice's credit and ruin it? Absolutely. No, I don't remember that. Oh, TikTok did. Yes, TikTok made her spiral. TikTok made her spiral. Yeah, it sure did. It showed it. A single noodle on the floor for like weeks. I don't know why she buys clothes too. She was saying before that she's lost all this weight, right? But then did you guys see in her live stream with Byron where she said she's gained a bunch of weight? And then she was like, it's so like, listen, I'm not going to say that I'm innocent because I'm absolutely not. There are things that I know will get to Stacy that I am very subtle about, but I know that they'll fucking destroy her on the inside. So I do them. Absolutely. Changing my name to Baby Girl was not to make her jealous because that is what Alyssa called me. But I did know that it was going to fuck with her. I did know that. I mean, I'll admit it. Did I do it? She thinks she's super sexy. She thinks she's sexy. Like, oh, that was the why you so obsessed with me video? Yeah, that was her touching herself, saying that I was obsessed with her salt and vinegar chips. Well, I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I'm really not. That's how we all started out being friends with Byron, though, Elaine, is that we all wanted to stick up for him, right? Because we thought people, Ask Flower Child. Flower Child is who he called mom before they called you mom. And Flower Child was there. I never thought him and Flower Child would not be friends. But he turned on her. That was gross. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, MC. You fucking literally like showed us all your private like and doesn't like what was crazy to me is does not give two fucks. No fucks are given. She just got to the point where she felt like she was above the law and YouTube wasn't going to do anything to her and TikTok wasn't going to do anything to her. She could post whatever she wanted, right? That wasn't against terms of service. But yet, the minute somebody does something to her, she's crying that it's against terms of service and it's bullying and look at how they bully me and it's hate stalking and yes, it's a hate. You know, same shit I used to hear you say, Stacey. Hate cult. It's a hate cult. I have a hate cult against her. Why are you so upset? She hates me, but she copies me. Ironically. Well, I don't know. Don't you have to pay to get a passport? Am I like way over the line? Am I way over the line? I don't think I am. Okay. Don't you have to pay to get a passport though, you guys? I thought you. I could be wrong. Oh, come on. Take this throw it in the garbage. Oh, I'm active again. My phone just my watch. Oh no shit. I don't know if we're back to mask mandates here. The only person that he didn't leave and left him was the whole Emily and Courtney debacle. Right? I think that's the only one where it didn't work out, where he dumped them. Yeah, she used to be there. It was called her mom.
all this other stuff. Okay, I'm looking for it. Well, there's